I make $80,000 a month on autopilot for beginners. Let's go. All right, so you can see here that this is the store here. In the last 12 months, it's done $657,000 in sales, 7,000 orders, and that's increasing, right? And I could scale this even further, but this brand has inherent limits, which is the product. You will find that for certain brands there, that is the problem, but it makes good money. We're talking here, this is about a 40% margin because I don't have to spend a huge amount on ads and I get a good return rate on customers, about 30% collectively. So fantastic, really happy with that. Okay, so let's get into this. Now, a few things I wanted to sort of talk about here. All of these tools and everything is my recommendations. You can follow this. If you want more of this stuff, check out the other videos in my channel. Please be sure to like today's video if you like more of this and comment down below as well. I'm really trying to pump out as good a content as possible that'll help you. So firstly, what I did is I found this product on Amazon. Now, how did I find this product? I literally went to Amazon Movers and Shakers and it's one of the top products there, okay? Nothing amazing, right? You can see that, well, it was. Oh no, it is there. And you can see that that's where I found it there. I don't do technological items all that much, especially for beginners. I don't recommend it. Stick to like clothing, stick to jewelry, items that also aren't very fragile. I don't sell things like batteries and stuff. You've got to be careful when it comes to these because you will get bitten, okay? And you can see this has lots and lots of reviews. So what I did was I used another tool called Manus. I went and I said, look, I want you to just look at this product. I want you to analyze it, get me the benefits, what people love about it from the reviews, because the Amazon reviews are all real, right? That's a lot of reviews with 4.5. That's pretty much perfect, right? Like no business is ever going to get a 5.5 of 12,000. It's impossible. So that's good, okay? And what people are disliking, boom, I got all this. I didn't really read it. Aside from what people dislike, the dislikes is what you want to focus on, because that's where you can have a more unique selling proposition for your business, okay? So I very much strongly recommend that you have a look into that, because then you want to put that in things like your FAQs. Am I going to get into that? I wanted to show you my ads manager of this brand. I don't do a million campaigns. You don't need a million campaigns. You do need a number of campaigns. One's a remarketing campaign and a number of cold. This is a cold scaling one that hasn't worked that well. By the way, for reference, I have this in a previous video and I said this. Actually, I haven't updated the date range. I wonder if it's changed since. No, it's actually gotten worse. And so my point is, you can sort of see here that a bit of the strategy, right? I want to sort of explain a bit about with Facebook too as we get into this. When you find something winning, please, I've made this mistake just recently. I just completely forgot my own advice, but don't change an ad set that's working as much as possible. Leave it, duplicate it, test it. These, by all means, are literally just a duplicate of the winning ad set times by 3. In theory, it should have done extremely well. In reality, it's done extremely bad comparatively, okay? So the point is that make sure you keep that in mind. I have more videos on Facebook that are coming out because I'm always learning, okay? So anyway, back to my point is with Manus, I've got that, and then I went into ChatGPT, and this is where I love using ChatGPT. I said, okay, sometimes you have to go through a few prompts, right? So I copied all of this and I said, make me a product page outline. It did that. It came up with some brand names. I like Nordvale, okay? And then it came up with a product page outline. High converting, la, 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 la. I didn't read all of it. The key parts that I read was the comparison table, okay? And then the FAQ, because you want the FAQ. And it literally, that's why you get the negatives, because the FAQ, you want to answer the most important questions in the FAQ, which are these, right? Can I wear it all day? Is it good for extreme cold? Will it pill over time? And that was one of the main negatives, wasn't it, when we looked at Manus? So boom, using both of these, I've done now deep research and I'm starting to build out my product page. And this took me like 30 seconds. And then it said map, a product Day Beautify. And I'm like, okay, great. I want to do that with Day Beautify. So it gave me the copy. It gave me the widgets, the bare minimum widgets. I recommend using more than that at least as well. But nonetheless, this helps you get that started as you build out the store. Naturally, right, I use Day Beautify. It is my product. It saves a lot of money. We literally have just updated all the demos, okay? You can check all these different demos here as well. They are absolutely fantastic. You're going to love them. They've all been updated. and refresh, and I'm constantly refreshing them, giving feedback, and we're adding more and more in, okay? And we've got an AI store builder as well, so go check that out. So you can put that and use that as a prompt. You can use ChatGPT to make you an AI store builder prompt as well. That will help you as well to even get that set up. But it's good to have all of this anyway, because I strongly believe that no matter how good AI is, you should always know the manual way, because you're going to encounter issues, and I'm going to show you a few of those issues today that I encountered before actually recording this video that was honestly really annoying, right? Anyway, moving on, further down, All right, this is here where I use ChatGPT. And I use the Scopic AI image prompter. It's free, it's part of Scopic, it's awesome. My mate Camille made this, and I'm like, hey, this is really cool, man. You know, great work there. Anyway, and what you do is you just start a prompt and then you copy this across, right? Just copy this across and then get the image. I didn't add, pardon me, you should always use the free image downloader. Now, I made a mistake when it came to this one. See these images? They're very, very tall. What you want ideally is one that is more mobile optimized like this, right? Because you'll see that in Gemini, I made that mistake. And as a result, the images come out really long. When what you want is, obviously you want it 9:16 ratio because we're all focused on real ads. So very much make sure that you're doing that, okay? I made that mistake, full transparency, we all do it. But again, this is just a free image downloader, Chrome extension, 100% free. It's awesome. I use it all the time for so much stuff, saves so much time. Yeah, as I said, so you can download the images. Don't make that mistake. We've all been there. Now, the other thing I went into then is, okay, so I copied that and I just said, look, I want to turn all these benefits and turn it into these fields. And it went above and beyond, boom, I didn't read it, right? And as I said, and then I wanted to make a Canva prompt where I wanted to make the logo. Canva makes the best logos. Debutify has an AI logo builder, but ours is nowhere near as good as Canva's. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you there. I'm not gonna say it's great, but it's good if you wanna use something simple, but like Canva's free, right? So we should be using great tools. So my point is that I then did this. Now I actually because I copied that across, it included the wordmark logos, but I don't really recommend that. I think it looks gimmicky. But you can see this is what it looks like. You can see that it has the TM there. And what I actually did was I just, in Canva, I used the magic eraser because I was like, nah, this looks crap. But this is the logo, one of the logos that I liked. It looks good to this sort of niche where it's like outdoorsy, adventure. It just felt right? Okay, so you obviously use your perception of that. But that just came from this prompt, right? So if I go back, you can see I just copied this prompt and I got a number of logos, okay? And that was one of them, right? And the others just didn't fit right? So I was like, you just want to go simple, right? You don't want to spend forever on a logo, okay? I know some people are like, you have to spend forever on a logo, but again, we're not in that space. Let's not worry about that. Then I went into Scopic and basically got Scopic to do a risk analysis. You can see it does a risk analysis. So you can get, again, a deeper understanding of that. I really like Scopic. I think it's fantastic. Again, my mate Camille has built it and I'm helping him build it out further as well. Just a really, really good tool that you can use that'll help you do this. It also has a landing page builder. It has workflows as well, and it's designed for e-commerce. So make sure you check that out as well. So you get, because again, it's all in the research, right? You can see this takes 20 minutes of research to do research that's going to allow you to do deeper marketing, better marketing than others, is what actually differentiates most dropshippers from dropshippers who always fail, right? It just simply comes down to doing a bit more research, and research couldn't be any easier these days. Like, it literally couldn't. I subscribe to a number of these LLMs and AI tools because they're all good at separate things. So you should use a mixture of them all, sadly not one size fits all. Okay, so anyway, moving on. One of the things that I wanted to say as well is you also should be factoring in your fulfillment. Again, I just use TeamDrop. TeamDrop's good, I like them. You can just simply authorize your store, and then you can go into your, where am I? Purchase orders, and you'll see them synchronized there. When you're in Shopify, you'll see it all there, and you can just synchronize orders, and then you just choose who your courier wants to be. I always recommend choosing the fastest. It's still extremely cheap, okay? Make sure that you're at least covering the cost of your shipping, and then you're good to go, okay? You do that in your shipping settings in Shopify. I recommend doing it on weight-based shipping, always works best. moving on. One thing is when now we're starting to get into marketing, everyone wants UGC credits. I just use this, right? I find it to be really, really good. Look, I mean, just look at this, like money that no longer feels real, right? Here you go, 4 hours ago, this has now a lot more visits than last time I checked, 47,000. $500 base monthly subscription, consumer-facing marketplace app. $500. One-off bonuses, you'll be paired with a creator coach for the role, and we'll be posting on new accounts created specifically for this role. Assuming you meet posting it, there will be a long-term, and you can see a heap of people posting, commenting that, there you go, right? And so, this is a software one, and they're just after UGC, $500 a month, right? Looking for Dungeons and Dragons creators, right? Look at that. Skincare, here we go. Sumo, we're looking for $200 per commission per video, and there you go. So I know that is an expense, but it's still, extremely cheap, right? And you can clear direction and proven viral formats give you unique opportunities. And so this is, again, just good research. Our top creators go viral and earn thousands a month, and we're excited, right? So as you go down this path, that's extremely cheap. And I know that you can use AI UGC, and I'm all for that, but having this has a lot of benefits where it's actually posted there a lot more too, and you get a lot more, it's just more natural, right? And look at the amount of people that are interested, right? I'm planning to do this for my software brands as we go down this path as well. And you can just see all of these people that you can reach out to because they've done the work for you, okay? So the point is, there you go, that's how you find UGC. Now, with Gemini, I've hit some limit this month, resets in a few hours, so I'm not upgrading it for that. But you can see I copied this across, and this is the mistake I made, that it copied it across, but then when I changed it, see how it done it wrong? And then it's sort of done it wrong again. It just doesn't look very good. Like you look at one of my other ones, I copied this exact same strategy, and this was the original one, and see how the image I copied was wrong, okay? Because of that, it looked crap, right? Crap. It done a number of things that were right, in terms of, you can see that I said I wanted to add the logo, and it added the logo to the pants. I'm like, oh, that looks good, good. And I would optimize that, right? But you can see here that that definitely, could use some improvement, of course, as well. I wanted to show you one of the other ones that I'd done that was for this glow snap, right? And I used this in another video, and I hadn't fully finished it. I just mainly need to update that logo, but look at that, right? Exact same approach. And I think it's just because my Gemini just needs to reset, which it will tonight. But look at that. Sits on the phone, looks gorgeous. I think I would potentially do a little, sometimes as well, having Canva, you can do a little bit of these editing, but doesn't that look good, right? With the icons, it looks professional. Aside from this logo, that looks professional, right? So I'm just trying to show you the example that I use the exact same approach, copying an image. So it's really important you have a good reference image. I started with a bad reference image. That's why it screwed up. But if I had a good reference image, exact same approach, boom, that's what it looks like. I said, I want to change it 9:16, and away you go, right? So I'm just trying to tell you as well about a few of the mistakes that I made along the way when I was doing this for this video, but just for another one, I just used this, and that looks good. I would legitimately just be running that as ads, right? And then again, as well with Canva, the other reason you should use Canva is see how you get that little Gemini thing. Using the magic eraser, you can remove that as well, okay? So little pro tip there, okay? Then the other thing as well is, I definitely recommend installing an email marketing app, PredictImail, for abandoned cart recovery. Install it, set up abandoned cart flow. You want at least 2 emails, one after 1 hour, one after 24 hours, and then as you scale, one after 48 hours, where you give just a reminder, 5% discount, 10% discount. Right? Email marketing does extremely well, and as this gets SMS and WhatsApp, it'll do even better, right? As it gets more AI and stuff as well. It's 100% free. Make sure you get it. It's 100% free. It's awesome. The same as was with Team Drop as well. That's why I really like that. But as well as that, as I said, I also should add, if you have another theme and you don't want to move to Debutify, I know a number of people don't want that, I always recommend theme sections, right? Again, it's free and you can pretty much install these theme sections, you can get conversion rate optimization. The benefit of that as well is it helps you very much with your conversion rate optimization, which is what you want, okay? If you want me to list all of the prompts and actually put it into a doc, the entire sort of strategy, comment the word strategy down below. If I get 5 people commenting like that and I at least get 15 likes, I will do that, right? I know I don't get a huge amount of likes, but I'm not that popular, but I'll try my best. Anyway, so my point is, I just wanted to make this video on this. I got more videos upcoming. You can check them out. Check out other videos that I have that are recommended here. Facebook ads, Google ads, building the store. I have more on building the store, more on Facebook ads, everything like that I'll be doing consistently, because I want to do it consistently because each month I'm learning more and more and I want to add in more. One of the things that I'm actually testing is this tool called, and check it out, it's called Zoe.computer. And it actually installs a local agent on your computer that I can use for reminders, help my Gmail, so much, right? Boosting productivity. I'll be having videos on that as well. So if you do enjoy my content, as I always say, please be sure to like, share, subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions. I also have a Discord community. You can check that in there as well. Follow me on my socials. I'm posting there regularly. Other than that, thank you so much for your time today. Have a lovely day. Take care and goodbye.